Southern Mama, good evening. Good evening, user Peterson, Rolo, I think Vicky, everybody coming in here, good evening. Royal Roy, Joshua. Hey, April, good evening, Matt, everybody in here around the world. This is Encounters, the number one spiritual UFO talk show here on TikTok. The number one spiritual talk show for over 3 years. Many have come and many have gone, and we're still here for 3 years straight, consistently bringing you some of the best discussion, interviews, and information right here on this social medium here on TikTok. Hello, everybody. Michelle Bell, everybody coming in. We'll be here till 1 a.m. 11, it's now 11 o'clock Eastern. Here in the United States, we'll be here till 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Mountain, and 8 o'clock on the West Coast. And if you're on the Pacific, all the way out there, 3 a.m. Australia, New Zealand time, all over the world. Woodland, good evening, Jess Parker. And I've added a number of videos to my main page. Please follow if you're new. Go to my profile page. Everybody follow me. Also like, we want to get to 100,000 likes tonight. The way that is done for people that are new to TikTok or you've never really done it, you tap on the screen and you see the heart. That means somebody's tapping. And as you tap and see the heart pop up when you tap, that makes the numbers on the top screen go up. So we're at 397. So everybody tap. FYP. Let's get things going here. Invite your friends that you think, hey, Star, good to see you. Everybody, glad to have you with us. Some of the video footage we're going to show later tonight. One comes from Hawaii from January 23rd. I reviewed the video. They actually videotaped two different areas over the island off the coast of Hawaii. I think it's called Oshu or Ashu or something. I can't pronounce it. But it is one of the islands of the Hawaiian Islands, and it was on the east side of the island. And a little bit later, I'm going to show you that video footage. It's phenomenal. I'm also going to show you later on some footage from Turkey. And these people were driving. The woman obviously was shaking a little bit, moving the camera, but you can still see that what she was looking at was a spaceship. You know, it wasn't even an orb. This thing was clearly a, yeah, you saw it, it disappeared. Yeah, Whirlwind, that's correct. So we're going to show that tonight. The footage from Turkey that happened, a couple of, that happened recently. And we're going to show you a few other things. So there's a lot of stuff. I've been looking at emails I've been getting of footage. I'm slowly getting to everybody's footage that's been sent to Encounters. And I slowly will start, as I look at it, we'll post it for people to see. Everybody, welcome to the show. It's early yet. It's only about 8 minutes after 11. We usually have a couple hundred people in here before we go off the air at 1 on the East Coast. FYP, everybody. Just FYP it all over the place. Let people know who are interested in the subject. And I always never assume that, everybody knows that we're here. So, hey, Lavola, good to see you. Susan Mary. Izzy in action. Hey, good to see you. Rob, good evening. Rob, good to see you, brother. Nothing here. Good to have you with. Lavola, welcome back. User 973 Spock, Warp Factor 9. Hey, Day, welcome. Hey, everybody, Peggy, Ruby, Rob. Hello, Galactic Family. Good to have you with us. Darren Steele, welcome, Darren. Everybody in here, welcome for the Join My Team. Lynn, thank you for the gift. And Sal, welcome to the show, 3649. Rebecca Lynn Anderson, hello. Laszlo Hollyfield. Let's see, Susan Mary. One of the well-known comedians of our time, Howie Mandel. You've heard of Howie Mandel. So he has a page. So out of the whim, earlier a couple hours ago, I sent him a message about my show. And I don't know if he's had any UFO sightings. Mike Masters, welcome. But I figured I'd send him a letter. We'll wait a few days and see if somebody reads the messages on his TikTok. But I asked him if he had any sightings of UFOs in his life. Has he had any encounters? So it's going to be interesting. I'll see in a few days if I get any response from Howie Mandel. What I want to do is try to interview people on TikTok that are well-known musicians or actors or actresses that have had sightings. Now, I know some of the people in Hollywood do have TikTok. I don't know who, but I guess I'd have to do some research. But I want to see what happens. Hey, Zella Love, good to see you, Zella. Good to have you up in Dublin, Ireland. And I don't believe in UFOs. That's okay. You have a lot of sightings over there in good old Ireland, But I'm glad you're here, Zella. You came here obviously because you're interested in the subject, even if you don't believe in UFOs. And it's not so much a belief in UFOs. Uh, they exist. Those are just traveling vehicles. What you really need to look at, let me ask you another question, Zella. Do you believe that there's life on other planets? The UFOs don't really matter. If you believe there's life on other planets, that's a whole different question. But yeah, I mean, if you don't believe in UFOs, that's absolutely fine. Let's see here. Hey, Gary, good to see you, brother, in Iowa. Hey, Twisted. We're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I am a pagan. It has nothing to do with whether you're a pagan, whether you're Christian, whether you're, Catholic. It doesn't matter whether you're Muslim. It doesn't matter what you think you are. That's just an earth-based thing that you have taken on. That's fine if that's what you are. But that has nothing to do with the existence of life elsewhere. So let me ask you a question. Regardless of your being a pagan, I know that you're still a human being. As a human being, regardless of whether you're, you love your government, you don't love your government, whether you like eating pretzels or whatever, or whether you're a fruitarian or whatever, do you believe that there's life elsewhere beyond Earth? Forget the fact that you're a pagan or whether you don't eat meat or whatever. Do you believe that there's life in the universe, or do you think you're the only one in the universe and the Earth is actually a place where we only exist as human beings? I want to see what her opinion is. It's a very different question. You can be whatever you want to be. Hey, Arthur, good to see you. Hey, Salty Dog. Blade, Sunny Miller. Let me see if she responds. Lisa Burton, welcome. Why the fascination with the human beings, though by all these other races? Love my husky. Hey, love my husky. No, I'm not talking about science. I'm not talking about science. I'm asking you a completely different, it has nothing to do with science. Do you believe that there's life on other planets? I mean, there's life on Earth. Do you believe, Zella, that there's life on other planets, in other solar systems, in our solar system, in other universes? No, you don't. So you have parents that, Zella, brought you into this world, and you have cousins, relatives, whatever. You believe in Ireland that you exist only, and that there are no other life forms out there beyond Earth, that this is it. Once you leave this Earth, there's no life anywhere else. There's no life on other planets. There's no life anywhere in the universe, correct? This is interesting. Hey, Paranormal. Hey, Witchy Boo. Okay. Well, I send my love to you because you're called Zella Love. So we're gonna right now. I think and I think you're basically not yet awakened, and that's okay. You're just not there yet. That's okay. Not everybody is. But hey Ginger, when things happen, Zella, when you have your first sighting in Ireland, yeah, April, she does. When you have your first sighting, okay, when that happens, and it will at some point happen, whether you are wanting it to happen or not, it will happen. And then I want to know what you think, because to tell you the truth, if I tell you that not only am I a talk show host, and I've been involved in the subject for most of my adult life and had sightings over hundreds of sightings since I was a kid in the 60s, and if I tell you or share with you that not only that I had sightings, but I had sightings of 2 large spaceships in the 1980s that were not from this planet. If I tell you or share with you that I know I'm not from here, I'm a starseed. You're a pagan, I'm a starseed. You're a tomato, I'm a tomato. You're a potato, I'm a tomato. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But if I tell you that I came here from another world, and I did, and I am sure, and I've shared this numerous times in the last 3 years of my show here, I'm telling you something that you don't know. Now, I can't tell you came from anywhere else other than what you believe, and I'm fine with that. So for now, that's fine. Hey, Tara, it's cool that you are where you're at. You're just not where everybody else is at yet, and there's no judgment. You'll get there. You'll get there. Not everybody's at the, like you go to first grade and go to 12th grade. You can't just jump from first to 12th. You have to graduate. So you're going to get there. The fact that you came in on my show tells me on some level you're interested. If you weren't interested, you wouldn't be watching me right now. So it's all cool. Sit back, relax, have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever, enjoy the show. You'll get there. We love you. You'll get there. And I'm glad you're here, because if you weren't here, you wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying or get a different perspective. So now you're here. So sit around and relax out there in Ireland and enjoy the show. We'll be on here till 1 o'clock. And maybe in the 2 hours, you might have like a real open eye thing going on. Hey, good to see you, everybody. Right, that's right, Peggy. We all have a right to our opinion. So I'm glad she's here. Maybe she'll get some interesting things out of it. Hey, Hollywood, good to have you with us. Hey, Anita Garcia. Good to everyone. So good to have you. Like I said, I'll be showing some. I got something to share. Okay, I'll have to get to that. User 661, you have an awesome show. Oh, thank you. We love people that don't believe, because if they come in here, they might get something out of it. If we just had people that believe, it's just good to have everyone come in here, because the inner spirit guides them here. They might not know that, but the inner spirit guides them. It's pretty cool. The fact that they're here, the inner spirit probably guided her here. Whether she believes in an inner spirit guiding her here, she was guided here. So we're glad to have her here. And like I said, later on, we're going to show some really cool video footage from around the world, from Turkey, also from the state of Hawaii, off one of the islands that happened just recently. And you'll hear the family seeing this. That you're going to see later on, you're going to see what I believe is 3 different objects. It could be 3. No, it is 3 different objects by the movement. And user 661, spirit guidance 100%. Spirit guides us through everything, whether we want to, realize it or not. DJ Firefly, good to see you. Mama Fig or Ferg, good to see you. Hey, David. Hey, Lexi. Sarzaith, good to have you with. Bobby G. Salas, John Cage. So welcome everybody to the show. I just want to say a big welcome to everybody without mentioning everybody's name coming in here, because that would take all night. But anxious to see. Oh, lives in, how do you pronounce that? Is that Ahu or Ohu, or I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right. Probably messing it up. Hey, good to have everybody with us here. So, I want, Oahu. Okay. And I'm still probably messing it up. Hey, Aaron, welcome to the show. This is Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show, where we welcome everybody here. That's just the way we are. And we love everybody, all the new people. You're going to find out that the host of the show I've been in media for a lot of years, over 21 years, doing on an NPR station here in the States, which I'm taking a sabbatical. I'm really focused on my programming here in Honolulu. This is, okay. And you'll learn a lot of things here. We have people that have been on the show in 3 years, people with top security clearance, people that have been abducted by ETs, people that have had direct contact with positive space beings, aho. Thank you, Ginger. And also a lot of disclosure information. So, Oahu, okay. I think I'm getting close to getting that right. I've been to Maui. I can say Maui. I've been there many years ago. That was cool. And on Maui, where the dormant volcano is, there's actually a space base right across from the big astronomy telescopes that they have on one side. And I met a woman who had a shop in the little town of Pia. I think it's Pia. And she used to work for NASA. And she told me, Halika, I think it's called Halalikala. Yeah, and Halalikia, I can't pronounce the word. Man, I'm really messing things up tonight. But she said that there is a space base in the mountains, in the volcano, the dormant volcano. There's a whole, Holakia. But so in the mountain of that dormant volcano, there's actually a space base. And I felt the energy there was really strong. You can actually hike in to the mountain, and at the bottom of the mountain, there is cottages you have to, reserve. You can reserve a cottage. It's not a cottage or a cabin. So you have to hike into the bottom of the volcano, and there are cabins, and the aquifer is really different. But she told me, says, oh yeah, she sees, this was years ago, she said she sees these bright lights going into the volcano, and they probably were going into a space base. So there's a space base in that volcano. I never talked about it, but she gave me a lot of information. She was retired from NASA, and she had security clearance, and she had this really cool shop, and we started talking. So let's see here. Well, unfortunately, you got to get. We're gonna have to get you up to a couple hundred. Send me the email. Send me your footage there. I think it's Newski. Send me your footage, and I'll be able to show it here. You have to set your setting, Newski, to public, and then people have to follow you. You don't have enough followers yet to go live. We'd like to have you on here, but I can do, once we get you on to the audio part of live, I'll be able to share your video. If you send it to me at my email, I will take a look at it. So the email is cmdraleon@aol.com. I'll repeat it again for anybody who also has video around the world. Any UFO footage that you've recorded. Thank you, Palladium Rainbow. Hey, Jared, good to see you. Hey, UFO, UAP. Another one of my friends for a long time who's been documenting stuff all over on the West Coast. So you definitely send it to me, and I will be able to take a review of it. I have a lot of footage to get through, a lot of emails. I am looking at people's footage, and I do eventually post it on my main page here. If you're new to the show, please go to my profile and press the follow button. Please do that now, and also press and tap the screen. We're at 28.5. Our goal is by 1 o'clock to have 100,000, and we usually hit 100,000 before 1 every night. We're on from 11 o'clock Eastern till 1 p.m. Eastern. Also, press FYP like Witchy is. Do the FYP. Invite people you think should be here. I never assumed everybody knows around TikTok about the show, but we want to always keep constantly promoting it, because people live in a world where so many different things are going on. They might not be here. All right, so it's good to have you all with us tonight. And I send my blessings and love out to all the family members of people that have been having these crazy things happening with the crashes of the airplanes. And I'm not going to focus on that, but I do just want to say I send prayers out to those people. It's pretty crazy stuff going on. Every year there's a certain amount of things like that happen. We don't really focus on it. We do know they happen. So we send our hello pre-recorded. So no, I don't know what that means, but we are live. We're not pre-recorded. It is heartbreaking, So we send our love out to all those families. I just hope no more of this stuff happens. It's been in the last few days, so many weird things have happened, but in some other ways, we've always had over the years things like this happen. We just don't have them happen that many times in a couple of days, So we send our prayers out to those people, our encounters. So we're going to refocus back on the subjects that we deal with. So for new people, we deal with the subject of UFOs, not the nuts and bolts. Hey, San Francisco. Hey, Denise. Welcome. Yeah, Tara, that was terrible. Not sure yet. Like I said, I'm just taking some time away from it, which is nice. But at some point, I will be back on radio. As a matter of fact, this week I'm going to find out when that will be. I have to get in touch with the station, so I will find out. Hey, sometimes it's me. Welcome to the show. Endo, welcome. Everybody coming in here around the world. Hey, Michelle from San Diego. Good to see you. Good to have you with us, Michelle. Welcome to one of the number one UFO shows in the spiritual world on here on TikTok. Hey, E. Hello, E. E, hello. Hello to everybody. Mimi, Gigi, Mary, Gigi, Candy, welcome. Sherry, thank you for the follow. And if you haven't followed me, if everybody presses the follow button, that would be very, very good. I can see it on the screen here if you're following. If you're already following me, then you'll have to do, hey, Chad, good to have you with us, brother. Hope you're doing well. Jessica, good evening to you. Hey, whatever, thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. Charlie, welcome. Maggie, Mill, I think it's Maggie. Joe, hey, Joe BP. Cal Bai, thank you for the follow. I appreciate everybody. You know, we are a large community here. You know, TikTok has a really large UFO community, but not everybody in the UFO community out there knows that these things are on here, that there are people like me on here doing what I do. But there are a lot of people on TikTok that are interested in the subject, way more than we get. You know, imagine if we had 10,000 people on here, because there's more than 10,000 people on TikTok that are interested in the subject. You know, so, you know, it's a matter of education and outreach, and we try to do that through the promotional videos here that I put up on the TikTok here. So, Steel City, hey, Paul, everybody in here. So anyway, we're going to get into some stuff here. You know, what's really interesting that so many people went crazy. Now, you know that all the planets are in alignment. We have a planetary alignment going on. And the planetary alignment is really powerful because it means that there's a lot of energy. There's a big energy thing that's going on with the planetary alignments. Now, I saw what people have been showing on here. We're doing good, Georgia Peach. Good to have you with us. I saw all the people posting pictures and videos of the moon and everything, and they thought they were seeing another object. But all the planets are in alignment, so there wasn't another object. It was actually Venus. You know, it was a planet. So you saw the people are looking at the moon and saying, the moon looks really weird. It looks like it has a smiley face. Well, it kind of had a crescent moon still going on. And then you have the planetary alignment, you know. I was amazed how many people thought that Venus was a spaceship. You know, that's why it's so important to be here to educate people. Venus is not a spaceship. Venus is a planet. So anything I can do to re-educate people that thought they were looking at a spaceship and looking at the moon with it, and people think now understand the moon is an artificial structure. The moon is not even real. You know, the moon is not even real. It's an artificial intergalactic space station. But so many people were looking at Venus and thinking it was a spaceship. You know, oh yeah, definitely. It looked like one. You know, you can mistake a planet for a spaceship because some nights the atmosphere is so weird, it makes things brighter than they are, or they make things or planets look really weird. But it's definitely a planet, just so people know. I mean, I'd love to see people that thought they were looking at a spaceship get to see a spaceship. I'm sure many of these people would have been like, wow, I saw it my first time, I saw a spaceship. You will, but Venus is not a spaceship, you know. When I look at the sky, I have like, if you get a sky chart, you can look at the different planets. And if you put the sky chart up to the sky, as you're moving it, it'll tell you where all the planets are as you're moving it, the stars, the planets. And it's really cool. I forgot the app, but there's an app. There's a number of apps, but there's an app you can use. Hey, UFO Mania, good to see you, brother. UFO Mania, I want to bring you up here. My friend UFO Mania, he's over in Japan. We're going to bring him up here if he can come up here. I watch UFO Mania in the morning, early in the morning. They're on live. They do a live broadcast in Japan on the subject of UFOs. I want to see if we can get UFO Mania to come up here. My friend in Japan. We'll see if he can come up here. Good to see you, brother. UFO Mania. Oh, good. You know, so if you never met UFO Mania, say hello to him. They do a great show in Japanese over in Japan. I love sitting there and listening to them. And I don't speak Japanese, but let's see if we can get him on here. That would be really cool. So one of the things as we go forward, well, the planets are in alignment now. This is a big shift. Just like, you know, we've had planetary alignments before. We've seen them before in our skies. But this is a really important alignment because once the planets are in alignment, there's an energy shift going on. There's something happening. Thank you for the hat, UFO Mania. Thank you for the hat. I don't know how to say thank you in Japanese, but thank you. We're going to try to get UFO Mania. We're going to try to get him up here. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see if I can get UFO Mania up here. I'm going to send him a guest request. Or UFO Mania, press the multi-guest option on your TikTok, and you can come up live and say hello to everybody over here all over the world. We'll see if we can do it, or they can do it. Hey, Sandra, welcome to the show. So you've got all this stuff happening, with the alignment, and it's not just a regular alignment. It's a real alignment that is affecting energetically human beings. So as you're being affected by the alignment, you're going to feel a surge of energy. How many people are feeling a surge of energy now from the planetary alignment? I'd like to take a kind of a poll. Anybody? If you're affected, Jess, you say you are. Rob, Kinetic, Star, let's see, Hollywood. Yeah, a lot of how good everybody is. Yeah, yep. And that effect of the planetary alignment is something that is not it can affect people differently, but it's not a negative thing. It's a shift, a quantum leap with the planetary alignment from one level to another level of consciousness. So there is a alignment or alignment that has happened, or there was some sort of an alignment that happened recently, and it has affected everybody. I will visit on a day when an interpreter is present. Okay. Um, okay. So when UFO Mania has an interpreter, he will come live with us. So that's a deal. My friend in Japan will have an interpreter, and he will come live when he has an interpreter. Makes sense? He can type in English, but he can't speak in English, and I can't speak in Japanese, so that's not going to work. But he will do that. Very good. That's a cool idea, and we'll make that happen. We'll work on that. So welcome everybody coming in here from around the world. And like I said, we're going to show some video footage a little bit later. There's a lot of people that are seeing a lot of things. It's amazing. There are some weeks when there's a lull in activity, or at least a lull in people videotaping. But in the last few nights, people have been videotaping all over the place. I wish I knew how to say that. There's a thing you can get, you can wear. I've seen it. I can order it on Amazon or whatever. If I put it in my ear, if he's speaking Japanese, it will interpret the Japanese in English. So there's something you can put in your ear that will translate. It's a Star said she can translate commander. Oh, interesting. Now this is also a real thing. I might get one of these. You put it in your ear if someone's speaking a different language. As they're speaking it, you can be in a shopping mall. They could be speaking Russian, and you can translate it. Everything they're saying, the thing will translate Russian into English. It's very interesting. Czech Republic, yeah. So that we've gone a long way in technology to translators, voice level translators. No, she had pipe problems last night. So she wasn't able to do it. Yeah, you can order them on TikTok too. Yeah, I know, absolutely. So it might be something that people want to get. I'm going to get one of those translator things. I want to try one of those things out, and see what happens. That says Saturn was below the moon and Venus is up to the right, not in alignment. You're right, but there was an alignment. There had been an alignment that just happened. It happened very, very recently, too. I don't know what day it happened or night, but we did have an alignment. Baz van der Put. We talk about UFOs in terms of people having encounters, people that have been abducted. We get into the whole subject. We get into people that have been taken off planet, and we've had people beamed up on ships. We've had people in here abducted. We've had people that have visitations. We've talked about Bigfoot here, which are part of it, mer people, the fairies, which are part of the whole thing. We get into the government cover-up here, disclosure. We get into everything, Bas van der Put. Thank you very much for the question. So the topic is the whole topic of the UFO area. Hey, Cassie, greetings to you. So that's what we get into. Black got out. Have you encountered thinking tech or biotechnology? On the scale of the terrestrial, there is biotechnology and tech, but on the non-terrestrial space area, that would be, if that's your question, if I'm answering it the way I think, that would be not relevant to beings from other planets. Hey, Pina, good to see you. It's been a while. Mish, good to have you with us. It was about a week ago. The alignment was about a week ago. So there has been a shift. I couldn't remember what day it was or exactly, but I know there was alignment. Thank you, Dazed. Of the 25th of January. That's right. So we just went over the alignment. That's why the energies are still kind of the way they are. You know? Yeah, last week. That's right. Baz Van Der Put, glad to have you with us, brother. I'm glad you found the show. We're glad to have everybody here. Golden Bear, thank you for the share. I appreciate that. Witchy, the kind of wonky energies. Yeah. JG, welcome. Bonnie Ellis, everybody coming in here. Mary, Abdel, K, welcome. All the new people coming in here. Did I ever see the Enterprise? I was a big Star Trek fan, if that you're talking about. Growing up, the whole thing with Star Trek and the Enterprise. I had many sightings as a kid growing up in the 60s. So yeah, I used to love those shows because I think Gene Roddenberry was ahead of his time. I think Gene Roddenberry, hey Patrick, I think he personally had encounters or things with the UFOs that I think he definitely had some things happen, Gene Roddenberry. You know, he was amazing. He was so way ahead of his time in what he was doing, you know? But that got people like me growing up to imagine that there were people from other worlds. You still watch Star Trek? Oh, yeah. You know, and then even when you think about the Star Wars thing, that when that started, way with, you know, Spielberg, many years ago when he first started that whole franchise, those movies, in a sense, gave people an imagination about intergalactic people from other planets. Some were good, right? The Zeta, not good. The Reptilian, not all of them good. And some other races not good in the universe. And then you have the other side of all these other star beings that were good, that were trying to, you know, do things that were positive. So in a sense, that kind of sci-fi activity allowed people growing up in whatever decade you grew up in watching it, you started expanding your consciousness to a whole different realm, like the universe. Well, you know, there's certain things. If you watch like movies like The Day the Earth Stood Still, if you know, the original one, not the one with Keanu Reeves, but even Keanu Reeves, but if you watch the original Day the Earth Stood Still, what do you think that movie was about? You know, V was another one where they tried to show you the positive and negatives of people from other worlds or beings, in essence, in some of these sci-fi movies. But if you watched some of the earlier movies, like Keanu Reeves, Hollywood did a take on what the original one was, and it kind of gave you an idea about a space being coming from another world with a robot coming out of the ship. And the space being said he was from another world. He was wearing a silver suit. And he met wearing an Earth-based, you know, outfit of the time, if you saw the movie. And he was trying to, you know, meet with the world leaders to tell them a better way of living, right? And we've talked about that here, right? We talk about, you know, the space people that came here to meet with our leaders in the desert, which is true. And then when they met with the leaders decided not to go with the positive space beings. They went with the negative space beings, which they did, you know? So when you think about some of these historical movies, these films, there's some truth to that these writers are trying to tell us. Yeah, his name was Klaatu. Yeah, Klaatu. Hey, that's right, Darren. You know, so when you think of these movies, The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original one is really kind of speaks, you know, they elaborated it differently with Keanu Reeves when he did a retake of the movie. But if you look at the original movie, he met with scientists, and the scientists didn't want to, you know, hear about the truth. And then his ship was in a park, right? The original movie, the ship is like sitting in the park, and this woman meets him, and they fall in love with each other, an Earth human woman. And, you know, they're all like, then you have these military people in the movie, in the original film, trying to, you know, be aggressive, and their weapons are totally destroyed. Remember that? The original film, the weapons are totally destroyed, and people, and then he's trying to give a message. And before he leaves, he tries to tell them, essentially, I was trying to tell you a better way, that there's a better way of doing things, but you wouldn't listen. So then the robot goes back on the ship with him, and he leaves the planet Earth. That's because the people that were leaders wouldn't listen. All these leaders were there with scientists at the end, and he was trying to tell them something, but they didn't understand it. They didn't listen. The day the earth stood still, yeah. They didn't listen to him, you see. And we live in that dynamic now. We have people in power around the world that I am sure they know about the space people. They absolutely do. And maybe some of these administrations, the top secret people, have met secretly with some of the space people, maybe over the decades, but they still haven't listened. They still do not listen. They don't listen because they have a different agenda than the space people do. Their agenda is, we want your technology. We want what you have. We want your advancements. That's all they want. They don't care about the spiritual implications. They care more about the implications of getting the technology. They don't care about the other stuff. They don't care about being enlightened. They can care less about being enlightened. They more care about, oh, what's that thing on your ship? Could you let us use it? Can you tell us how it works? No, we can't tell you how it works. You've messed up your planet. You want us to tell you how it works, right? You want us to tell you how this ship works so you can make it into a weapon? No, we're not going to tell you how it works, because we know how you Earth leaders operate. We know how you did it with the low-vibe ETs. You got their technology and let them do abductions, and then you want us to give you a ship here that's way more advanced than the low-vibe ETs, and you want us to tell you how it works? Are you kidding me? You see what I mean? You see where I'm going? I'm amped up here tonight. Watch out. It's not going to happen. But the good thing about the movies, hey, we're Deadpool. Good to see you, brother. We'll have to bring you up here, man, to do some talking. I hope to see you back live again, doing your thing. Your videos are great. I've been watching your videos. You're right on the money, man. You're right on the money. You're tuned right in. More Deadpool is excellent, man. If you ever get to watch him live, he is right on the money on everything he does. Very humble person, right on the money. And he's a good friend. And we think we'll bring him up here in a little bit to talk about what's happening briefly, because he's been really tuned in on what's going on with that. But if you watch all these movies historically, from the day the earth stood still, Keanu Reeves' version from Hollywood of that, Keanu Reeves was a great actor in the movie. And also, Keanu Reeves in his regular life is a very humble person. Oh, maybe next week? Yeah, whatever. We'll bring you on when you can, bro. That's cool. I'm glad you're here. So Keanu Reeves did a different version, and Hollywood made that version way different than the original one from the 50s. And if you watch both movies, you'll see a slight difference. It was more, they took the original movie and made things happen that didn't happen in the first movie, like this metal, all the metal that was going to destroy things. That wasn't in the original movie. If you watch, and you should watch both movies so you have a comparison between the two. That's really important. The first movie, none of that happened. It's just these little military jeeps were, getting people, and then the leaders, the president or whatever, the leaders, they're trying to get Katu, and trying to really coax him into doing what they wanted, but he wasn't going to do it, Yeah, you have to watch them again. Those two movies are the classic original one, but you need to watch them both. You're going to see a difference in the second movie with Keanu Reeves, and Hollywood took a little bit of liberty with the original movie to kind of make it look like really crazy a little bit in some ways, but the theme is much more the same. The theme is pretty much the same. Hey, Neon, we're going to bring you up here. Neon, we're going to get you up here tonight. Neon has some interesting things to talk about. I collaborate with, believe it or not, when I'm not on here, I get messages. I try to be responsible enough to get back to people And if you've been messaging me, I try to get back to you. I get so many messages, but I am slowly getting to everybody. So I appreciate that. So things are happening. I am going to show, before we do interviews, I want to show a video right now. This is coming, the one from Hawaii. Actually, I'm going to show you the one. Yeah, we'll start with Hawaii. I'm going to show everybody this video from Hawaii. Okay, no, I don't want that. No, you can't help me. I'm on my iPod, and it's trying to talk to me. I have nothing. I want you to, my iPod saying, I'm not sure I understand. I didn't ask for help. So I'm going to show you guys a video. And let me get to it here. We're going to show the one from Hawaii. Give me a second here. Let's see if I can bring it back. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. And we're going to show you this video, and it's pretty impressive. You're going to see what happens with this particular ship. So you're going to see, actually, there's more than one ship or UFO, but you're going to see what happens when I show you this. Let me just flip the camera. This is for entertainment purposes only on Encounters. This is our video news segment. Encounters video news segment. And give me a second here, we'll get to it. Okay, now you're going to see something here. Watch this. This came from January 23rd of this month. Check this out. You're going to see it disappear, right? It just disappeared. Now watch. Check this out. This is the east coast of that island. East coast of the island of Hawaii. This thing is crazy. This is Encounters, our news segment. This is our news segment. Cool finds, thank you. Check it out again. I'm going to show you another video in a little bit after I have my interviews going here. We're going to mix it up here. Yeah. Oh, it's not Hawaii. It's the island of, and I can't pronounce it, so I'm not going to try it. I mess it up. Thank you, Paris. This is the most amazing footage I've ever seen. Thank you for all the new people coming in here watching the video. I hope you'll stay here after the video's done. Okay? Okay, we're going to go back to the screen here. Okay, we're going to go back to the screen here. And we're going to go back to flipping the camera. That was, and believe me, when I show you the rest of the videos tonight, I've got a lot of video footage here. I spent a lot of time going through videos. You wouldn't believe how much time I spend, folks, watching videos sent to me, photos sent to me. A great video. I don't put anything on here that's AI. Nope. I've seen the AI. When you see an AI video on TikTok, it's so clean and it looks like a movie. You'll know it's AI. And then they have people they put people into it looking like they're looking at something, and it's definitely not real. I've been doing radio, and I was involved in media and cable TV years ago. I know how things are produced, and you'll know AI on here when you see it. It's not real. There's a lot of that stuff. So yeah, but this thing is real. This came from a family in that island that were recording it. There's another video that they have that I'll show maybe later on. But again, we're going to do some interviews tonight with people It's now 11:50 in the evening here in Connecticut in the United States. Welcome everybody around the world to Encounters. If you're new to Encounters, I'm glad you found us. We've been on here for 3 years. We're very serious about what we do here. I've been in the media for many years, for over 21 years. And, I got a visibility restriction. Submit a feedback. I got a visibility restriction. Notice it's unclear. I still not sure. Okay, I'm going to say I understand the decision. I'm going to tell them that I understand the decision, but the restriction is too strict. So I just got a message on my screen. This has happened before. It's an algorithm telling me that that I did something. And again, I'm hoping to see a response that says that the restriction I told them the restriction is too steep. So I'm appealing it, and I also said they should allow more content. So I'm hoping I'm going to get a response that I'm still here, that the algorithm's telling me that I was wrong for showing the video. Now I had this happen the other night, and somebody, if they have a human being watching, if there's a human being watching my show from TikTok, what I do is present video footage to help people understand what's going on around the world. And this is for entertainment purposes only. And I hope TikTok understands what I'm doing is a talk show on the UFO spiritual area, and that's what I'm doing. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Tommy. Oh, you can't show their tag. Ah, okay. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll understand. Hey, Melody Lynn, good to see you. Anyway, getting back to what we're doing here, we're about busting the matrix and about disclosure. So any way we can do it, we'll do it. Any way we can do it, we'll do it. I'm not about to be having suppression of information here. Never have been for 3 years, not even on radio for 21 years. And there's no way I'm going to ever do that. So I will persevere. And we might show the other video. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. They thought it was something. I don't know if they thought that. It was a UFO. So what we were showing was a UFO. Hey, Kush Crush, good to have you with us. And we appreciate everybody. We love everybody. The video I just showed was more than one object in the Pacific Ocean on an island in the Pacific that a family took video footage of. And I was showing I think what got me was the part that I should have probably not shown was the thing that TikTok popped up on. I think that's what the algorithm was having problems with it. So maybe later we'll show it again once I see what's happening here. Right now, someone will be, probably a human will review it, and hopefully not a computer. So a human review it, and if they're watching my show out there at TikTok, you're watching the show. We're not naked. We're not running around showing our body. We're doing a show, professional show here on the subject of UFOs. We do interviews. We show video footage, just like ABC News or some of those stations would show UFO footage. If it's a big deal, they show it, and ABC shows it, and they do it. So hopefully they'll understand. Anyway. Yeah, you know about the military base in Pearl Harbor. So getting back to this, what I'm trying to say is with all the activity in the islands in the Pacific, there's always been sightings in the islands in the Pacific for years. And there are probably in the oceans of the Pacific somewhere, there probably are space cities in the Pacific. Absolutely, somewhere in the Pacific. And I think even along the islands, like in Hawaii and all the other islands, I think they're outside of that area. I think in the depths of the oceans, there are definitely things like extraterrestrial bases. Mr. Brer, I think Brer Fox, good evening. So I really do believe that we have these things happening. Like I said, there are bases, there are space cities all over the world in our oceans, in our seas and oceans. We will show more video once I find out what TikTok is what the reply is gonna be, And I don't show anything but good footage. I show current footage. I don't show stuff from 20 years ago. Now the thing is, you can repost the video of a UFO sighting from another person on TikTok. That's considered being okay. I don't get it. But when you take the video on a live UFO show and want to show live people, hundreds of people, the footage, they should be looking at that as like, wow, that's pretty complimentary that you're willing to take that video and show that footage from that place, wherever it is, I've never seen a mermaid, but I do believe in mer people. They do exist. I've never seen a mermaid. Good question, Melody. So I think it's a contradiction for TikTok to have an algorithm pointing these things out. And if you go on TikTok, you'll see people posting UFO footage. Other people can see it. They should just be a little bit less strict about that, I think. For the most part, they're pretty good versus Facebook, way better, but they still need to kind of loosen up on that whole thing. I do believe they exist, but we don't talk about it here. There are people that have lives that are really into that. We're mostly here for the discussion of the space people from other worlds, other planets. We're here for discussing people that have had abductions, people that have visitations, people that have been documenting UFOs or doing CE5, which is contact with extraterrestrial intelligence. We get into all that here. So I do understand those other things. I just don't get into it. We talk about the angelic realm. They're connected with the space people. They're part of that whole thing. The mer people, the Bigfoot, all that, light beings. Yes. We get into a lot here. And it's right, Thomas, we aren't alone. Star seeds, we talked about star seeds. Yes. Darren, very right. Very true. We get into a lot of things here relative to the word encounters, UFO contact. It's a really big book of information we get into here. So welcome everybody coming in here. Please follow. Go to my main page. You'll see a follow button. Press the follow button if you're not following us. Please like. We're almost at 80,000. We're at 71.3. It's almost not even 12 midnight here on the East Coast. Hey, Diana, good to see you. Everybody coming in here. Guilford Gary. Hey, Gary Guilford, welcome. Iron W. Everybody coming here. Linda, welcome to the show. Encounters. All the new people coming in here. Cindy Guyman. Hi, Cindy. Everybody coming in here. All the new people. Glad to have you with us. Mung K. Good to have you with us. Sharon Lewis or Lewis Sharon. Scott Hammonds, thank you for the like. Rogue, good to see you, Rogue. So that's what we get into. We get into a lot of these different subjects. And I just hope that I want to show some more videos, but I want to wait to see what TikTok says. I'd like to show some more video footage here. I just want to wait till I get a response from TikTok, to see what they say. So right now, I don't see anything about the restrictions. So I don't know what's happening. So I'm gonna kind of wait. Oh, wow, we went from almost 400 to 299. What's going on here? Now we're back to 300. So let's see. We're going to bring some guests on here. If you've had anything happen, any encounters or stories you want to tell about abductions of your own, if you've had visitations with space people, we definitely would like to hear your stories, for sure, without a question. And we get into all that stuff. So we know that there are people that know a lot of things. They know a lot of things about what's going on here, and we try to get into all those things that we talk about here every night in many different ways. Let me just get some apple cider here. We've got the apple cider going for us. It's weird how we went from 500 people from a video to under 300 people. How does that happen? Hey, Witchy Boo, good to see you. And it is a Sunday night, and it's good to have you with us here. So we know that there are space cities in our oceans, and people have never heard of that. These space cities have been in our oceans for billions of years. I don't know. They could have. I don't know if TikTok did that or not. It could have done that. I don't think it did that, but it could have. But we have all these space cities in our oceans. It is suspicious, And with these space cities, we also have space people, mer people living in our oceans. So how many of you have heard of mer people? How many people know that mer people exist? Witchy Boo knows. Cassie does. Stephanie. So, hey, Stephanie. Yes, so for people that don't, the mer people, they are human, but they are they can swim in our oceans, in our seas. They have families, and they have also places where they live in our oceans, the mer people. And they live in our oceans. And I've talked about this before. And they're part of the groupings of beings or people that live in our oceans that have been here forever, the mer people. When I was growing up, I never heard of mer people. I mean, you read storybooks about mermaids, you'd see movies about mermaids. Well, why did Hollywood make these movies about mermaids? And they have made movies about them, right? That's just a fantasy. Mermaids are just a fantasy, But mer people do exist. They're real. And I've learned a lot over the years about mermaids, and it's just a beautiful thing to know that they exist. And so amongst all the surface dwellers we have on the planet, we have mer people. And they're real. And they are here. And they have families. We talked about a little bit last night on our Ashtar Command Night about mother and father who lost their little girl and their little boy last night. Well, they lost both the little girl and the little boy. And my friend April had been on the ship trying to help the little girl. She was about 8 or 9 years old, and she died because of a whole thing that happened with the negative ETs and their weapon stuff. I don't have any pictures, but I will tell you they do exist, And it's just one of those things that as we get to come closer, absolutely, as we get to come closer to understanding all the things about who is in our oceans, who is in our seas, we will have a better understanding of the mer people. And I know there'll be a time when the mer people want to meet the human population on our surface, but we have to be in a level of peace and harmony and spiritually attuned to actually meet the mer people. Because we have people on this planet right now that if they saw a mer person, they might not be so kind to them because there are people on our planet that are just mean people. And there are people on our planet that are very beautiful people, So, I don't think mer people are going to want to come near the land and say, oh, here we are. Hello, how are you? And say, oh, let's catch one of those mer people. Because there are people that are like that would try to do that. And yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen at all. It's just one of those things. And Tom is right. Love all. Absolutely correct. Love all. And then when you deal with the angelic realm, a whole nother thing, right? We all have our concept of angels. Everybody has their concept of angels from growing up in our society. We all have these concepts of angels, you know. And we've taught, Christ consciousness, absolutely correct. Hey, Liberation, good to see you, brother. Namaste. And Amama, yes, and very true. And so the angels, many years ago, my friend Athena told me that about the angelic realm. And the angels have their own planets. Now, I never knew angels had planets. I only knew what I knew from Earth-based society about angels. I didn't know that angels had planets or had families, but they do. The angels are a very high frequency. They operate in a very extremely high frequency, and that's one of those things that if you understand it to be true, once you learn and you get your conscious to a level where you say, okay, angels, mer people, the Bigfoot. Growing up, I didn't know what a Bigfoot was. Catherine says, I'm an angelic. Beautiful, beautiful. And I believe that because when you come out and say you're an angelic, like I say I'm a starseed, you're basically coming out of the closet and saying, this is who I am. And on my show, that's really important. If people come up and say I'm an angelic being, I believe you. Because being a contactee, I'd be hypocritical if I said I'm a contactee and you're an angelic being, I don't believe you. I'd be contradicting my whole self here. And I'm sure there are other people that are in human form that are angelic. I'm pretty sure with billions of people on this planet, there are probably other angelic people in human form that are angelic as well. So, starseed, angelic, David says, I'm Lyran. See, that's the beautiful thing. When people can come out of the closet and say, this is who I am, now Palladian rainbow, we know the Palladian rainbow is Palladian, Cassie's a starseed. See, this is the thing that is really good is when people can acknowledge who they are. It's always better to acknowledge what is also within you. So if you realize that you are a starseed of some sort, which he says Nordic Palladian starseed, Palladian Earth Angel, see? RN Nurse, Palladian. We have a couple of Palladians here in human form, you see? Completely get it, I completely get it. Kitty Mama, Orion. All right, Kitty Mama. You see, so many people, and I'm not suggesting hundreds of you are knowing who you are yet or where you're from, but you'll get there. You'll actually get to that point of knowing where you're from. That's without a question. I do believe that to be true. Hey, Jody. Thank you, Jody Pickle, for the gift. Just to let you know. Oh, she's your sister. Oh, cool. Oh, you have the same parents. Oh, cool. Cool, Catherine. I didn't know that. Very cool. We know Jody K. Very, very cool. Yeah, I would definitely think you would love it, Catherine. Absolutely. Very good, Mama. Very good. So now, it's really important to realize when you come out of the closet, like for me, I come from off planet. So when I talk about coming from off planet, I usually will talk about, and I've stated I've been out of the closet for a lot of years. I have no problem with saying it. So not only did I come off planet, but also on one of the main spaceships is a spaceship off planet that holds all the bodies of space people that are in stasis. How many people, and we've talked about before, but I'm not assuming anything here. How many people know about stasis, know that there are bodies in stasis? Oh, she's back on live. Good, good, good. I'm hoping then, hopefully our pipe problems are taken care of. That, I'm hoping she got that taken care of last night. Yeah, it kind of freaks me out too, Bonnie, I think it does. But Sharon says, so we've talked about stasis on the UFO show here before. Many of you, outside of your human existence, have bodies that are in stasis. Okay? And those bodies are there waiting for you to come back to when you finish your life here and decide to go back to them. So a body in stasis is in I keep getting images of it being this big bubble that you're in and you're well protected. And then in this big bubble, the day you go back into your physical space body, you wake up with full abilities of who you were before you came to Earth, with less abilities, and you're able to come out and be the person you were before you came to Earth. So everybody has actually a body in stasis, even if you don't know that you are from another planet or another world. That actually is something that is within you that will be awoken at some point. You'll basically wake up to it. You'll basically understand it. But it takes time to get there. Man, I'm so itching to show another video here, but I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm waiting for a response. But I will show it. If I don't show another video tonight, I will show another video tomorrow night once I figure this thing out. RN Nurse, thanks for being here. Thank you for the gift. We appreciate the gifts. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I needed that. I needed some caffeine. Thank you. With a straw. Thank you. Ladridra, let's see. I'm going to bring you up here because I think your comments are being filtered. We'll bring you up here. If you can come up here, I can get your question. Because TikTok tends to filter certain words, and I don't think I'm getting your question. So we'll see if I can do that. Yeah, Ginger, I see Ginger's question. We all have bodies in stasis. Yes, Ginger. So we all have bodies in stasis, space bodies. Our space bodies are taller than our Earth bodies. So if you're 5'9", your space body's you're probably 8 feet tall, 7.5, 8 feet tall, maybe a little bit. No question? I'm a regular. Okay, I see that. I hear you're saying I'm a regular. Okay, now I see you. So what were you trying to say before? I didn't hear what you were saying. I didn't see, not hear, but now I'm seeing what you're saying. Just another account. Just another account. Okay. Hey, Mary, welcome to the show. Robert, welcome. Schizo, welcome, Schizo. Welcome all the new people coming in here. And I should probably invite some folks myself. We're just going to do some invite. Thank you, Susan. Thank you very much. We're going to invite some people here. I got my little invitation list going here. I don't always press that button. I probably should. Let me see if I missed any comments or messages here. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you so much. Let's see if Neon is still here. We'd like to bring Neon up. Let's see if Neon's still here. Earlier in the show. Let's see. I don't see Neon here. And on the disclosure front, there's a lot still coming out about things that are happening. There's been a lot of activity that has not been, I read a lot of things when I'm not on here. There's a lot of scuttlebutt going on and a lot of people that are coming forward, these whistleblowers on terms of the UFOs. And some of these whistleblowers are really, stepping up to the plate. They don't have to, but they are. And I think as we go forward, we're going to start seeing more whistleblowers come forward and give their account of things that the public doesn't know about. You know, now I don't need a whistleblower to tell me what I know from having people on here with top security clearance that have actually been, who had people working at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And believe me, over the last 3 years, I've met people through here that know a lot about Wright-Patterson, which is really one of the key places where a lot of these multi-level facilities exist with the lower VBTs, with reverse engineered technology, and also a lot of the UFO stuff. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. They talk about Hangar 18. It's a real deal. Growing up as a kid, you'd read, these UFO books about Hangar 18 and what's going on at Wright-Patterson. But not just Wright-Patterson, but there's a lot of different bases. I'm sure in Europe there are bases similar to Wright-Patterson that have multi-level facilities where they keep non-terrestrial reverse engineered craft. I'm sure there's a lot of bases, not just here in the U.S., but in other countries. There would have to be, at least all the major big countries, there would have to be something like that, right? Potentially. And Wright-Patterson, J. Mark, they could have both, but I think it's negative. They have a level for them, and I think they're being kept there. If you're not looking up your something, I think Thomas has got a sentence there he's trying to complete. If you're not looking up your something. Hey, Regal, Mississippi, welcome to the show. Robert, welcome out there. Robert Bruce. Can I share something? Yeah, I'm going to bring you up, Paranormal. You definitely can. You'll be our first guest. If you want to be a guest, you have to be over 18. No paranormal discussions.
No, Commander.
Let me turn my earphones on here. Hold on a minute.
All right. You there?
Phones on. Here you go.
Yeah. I've got,
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I've got something to share because it's been taken last night, and it was
Okay.
two creatures that from out of the world. Out of the world.
And out of the world,
and
yep.
they allow me the screenshot to show everyone. There's two faces appeared, one screen and one different color, and that's yeah. So I'll find that and I'll show you. I've got a
so I'm gonna press the button here, Paranormal, to put you on the camera. You tell me when you're ready. We can put you on the camera right here. You'll see something popping up here, and you can come on camera. I'm pressing a button now. You'll see. You'll have to save it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where it is. Where is it?
Yeah, I'm pressing a button that's in 18 seconds. You'll be able to turn on the camera. Give me a second here. We'll get you up here. I have controls here to bring people on camera. So, and Paranormal's in the Philippines, so we're gonna bring them up from the Philippines so we can show the footage or the photos.
Yeah, and they want me to show it to everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me see here if I can do this now. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
You're on camera now.
Heads?
Okay, so
one screen and one's different color.
Okay, so I'm going to see if people can see this. I'm looking, and I see the circled area. So let me see if people see what you're saying. There are heads there that people should see. Hey, Polar. So he wants us to look at his photo there. Does anybody see any in the circled area? Any pictures of beings or creatures? Up top.
And the bottom one too. It's one with the dark eyes and one in a different one up the top.
I see what appears to be, and I'm trying to really look. Can you use your fingers to point to it? Use your finger to show us it. Can you use your finger? Can you use your finger to show us it? Can you point to it?
Yeah, it's one on top there. And one on the bottom there.
Like
I put two
like
circles, one on top and one on the bottom.
Okay.
You can see the black eyes, 2 black eyes in a circle, a little head, and then one on top there.
So does the one on top have like a black on the top and like a nose and 2 eyes? Oh no, I see it. Are you talking about like on the top, like a body with a little head?
Yeah, it's brown. You can see the eyes. You can see the bottom one has got the head clear, and the one on top. You can see this. You can see the eyes and the head a little bit. Yeah, they appeared to me last night, and they want me to share it to everyone. It's happening now.
And can you tell us who they are? Paranormal, can you tell us who they are? I think he froze. Okay, I think you're freezing. Are you there, Paranormal? He froze.
Me?
Yeah, you're freezing up, brother. Can you tell us who they are? Looks like it could be fairies, yeah. I think I see one of the two. I'm really looking at this thing. Yeah, when you're live, you can't zoom in. When you're not live, you can look at on his page and probably zoom in on the photo. No, he took the picture of this. This is not photoshopped. You see the bottom one? Thank you, everybody. We're at 100,000 already at 12:23 in the morning on the East Coast of the U.S. I appreciate you all for getting us there, 100,000.5. Thank you so much, everybody. You all made that happen. Yeah, when you get a chance, if you go to his profile, you can zoom in on the picture on his profile. So after the show, if you want to go to his profile, zoom in on the picture. I'm going to do that too, and now I can get a better look at what I'm looking at, because it's, for me, I can see the bottom one too. I just want to zoom in on it to get.
Come on, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Can you tell us who they are? People are asking, who are they? Are you there? I think he's having some problems. It's just, it might be where he is in the Philippines. He's having some problems with connection. Are you there? Paranormal, you with us? If you can hear me, oh, there you are. Can you tell us who they are? Can you move around into a better spot? Maybe you're getting a bad connection. Some people, including myself, can you tell us who they are? Yeah, it's a bummer, man. Okay, Paranormal, can you tell us who they are? Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you now. Who are they? Can you tell us who they are? Can anybody? Can you tell us what we're looking at? I don't know. They said they're from out of the planet. They said they're from. They said they're from another planet, and another planet. They said they were from another planet. But they said they've been they only visit me quickly, and they said, please share that to everyone, on live. But they allow me. They gave me permission to take a photo,
And so because they want people to believe it is so real. Yeah.
And did they
So
say where they're from? Like, did they say where they're from?
They said they're from out of the world. They said they from another planet. They you know, like they know they transform to a human sometime. They change how you put it, they from out of
Out of space?
I don't know how you put it, out of space. Doesn't say much.
Okay, are they able?
Yeah.
They were so small.
They can read my mind. And they.
Man, I've never seen you had this bad of a connection in the Philippines.
Like a little, you know how.
You're breaking up, brother.
Little people.
Little people. So the planet where they come from, because you're breaking up, are they're small. Can they?
Yeah, they are small, but they said they're not from this planet.
So the planet they come from, are the people on their planet small? I mean, we'd be considered giants then.
They have short people and they have tall people, but they transform themselves small.
Okay, you say they have tall people and small people. Are they able to transform themselves?
They didn't want to scare me. That's why they make themselves a bit small.
Then okay, so they are able to change their
they can
size.
Be tall, but they said they transfer.
Yeah, it's really this is such a great discussion. I just wish we didn't have
any
problems.
But they said they can transform. Screenshot it.
So
everyone
are you saying as one of my? Yeah, can they shapeshift? Is that what they're doing? You know what shapeshifting is, or can they change their shape? Okay, they're shapeshifting.
Yeah, yep, they can. Yeah. What April said on her life, they can shapeshift.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah. They look.
Yeah. But they want me to share that to you and everyone.
They appear to be in the picture that I'm gonna have to go to your page after with the show and zoom in on it. They appear to look human. Do they look human to you?
But they're not.
They're like human.
Yeah, but they're like human, but they're different.
Okay, but when you say they're like human and different, how are they different?
But their eyes are a bit bigger.
Oh, bigger eyes. Okay.
And skinny.
Do they have skinny?
Yeah.
Do they have do they wear like any kind of outfit, or are they naked, or what are they?
They're like a shape of an alien.
Of an ET.
Yeah, ET. Yeah.
Do they look?
But they are very. They said they're very good people.
They're very good people. Okay.
Yeah.
So is this?
But they said they're not coming here to scare.
Okay, Tara, I'll definitely do that after the show for sure. As a matter of fact, Tara, we'll have you on next.
Huh?
Tara, I have a woman here. We're gonna bring her on next after. They're here to be friendly, and they are not here to scare people. So what's their agenda? You know?
They just said they just appeared they just come up for a little while and then to say hello and want me to screenshot them and then after that they disappear.
They disappear. So are they going to come back and communicate? Are they going to come back
again?
So they're going to come back and visit you, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
But they said they will come back again. I don't know
They'll
when,
come
but
back
if they
again.
do, I'll be showing more pictures to you again.
Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely want to see that. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
check your profile out and zoom in on the
yeah,
pictures to get a better
yeah.
perspective.
But I can see like in the bush that colourful lights flashing. But I think it's only a small spaceship.
Yeah, yeah. I want to zoom in on it. So Ashley's asking, did they use telepathy when they communicated with you? Did they communicate with you through telepathy?
Yep,
And you know, they did.
yep,
They were communicating with you through telepathy.
yep.
Okay,
But they can read minds.
they can read minds. Well, yeah, if they're that advanced consciously, they could. So were they
Yeah,
reading your mind? Were they reading your mind?
yep,
They were.
yep.
Interesting. Interesting. Will they
But they only
communicate?
come at night, but not during the day.
Interesting. So why is it that they only come at night and not
Eh?
during the day? What's the reason why they only come at night and not during the day? Do you know?
But that's why I don't understand why they appear at night, not during the day.
Well, that's what I'm trying to understand too.
Yeah,
That's what I don't understand. Why the night versus the day?
yeah. I wasn't scared, but
Hmm.
I saw something moving on the tree, and I said, "Please show yourself." And look what happened when because I didn't show no fear,
Yeah.
but they want me to show that to everyone, to let them know they are here. They're not here
Hmm.
to hurt people or to scare
Hmm.
me. They're not, you know. No, I was thinking, oh, are they going to take me up? But they didn't, they said no,
Hmm. And is this photo a nighttime photo or daytime photo?
nighttime.
How did you get the photo to be so bright? Was it the camera?
The camera, yeah. I
Okay,
got
the camera. Okay.
special. I got a camera, and it can zoom in clear, and it can pick up anything.
Okay, because someone asked in the audience about the why it was like that, and that would make sense. You take the picture with a camera flash, it's going to make things brighter.
No, it wasn't
I,
flash, but
or night
it's
mode.
clear.
Okay, okay. The next time you communicate when someone's asking, can you ask them why they show up at night and not during the day? I'd like to know that too.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get them to come into your show and communicate with you and on live TikTok. On
Oh, that
That's what I'm trying to
if
aim to
you if
do.
you get them to come on my show and communicate with us live on TikTok, I will be that'll be amazing. If you can get these beings to come on live on my show, I'm going to leave that up to you, Paranormal, to make that happen.
I will, but they said to me they will come pop in again, and because they
Hmm.
said they got to go because they can't stay long. They just pop in to check on me and
Hmm.
everyone. They said they
Yeah.
know April, and because they know that I got chickens. Even Nick told them, but they've been sent to keep an eye on me and make sure everyone's okay in Philippines. And then
Hmm.
they hop in where they got to go to the spaceship, and that's about it. But they because I wasn't scared, but I think they done something to my mind not to be scared. I don't know what they
Yeah.
done,
Yeah. Let
but
me
the
ask you a
problem is
question.
that I wasn't scared.
This amazing story. They know that are they working with the Ashtar Command?
Yes, they said
They
they
are.
are.
Okay.
Yeah, they can shape
Very
shift to
interesting.
any form.
Hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting story.
Because I called them out. I said, I know you in the bush, and I'm not scared. Please come and show yourself. And
Hmm.
so it was two of them showed themselves in front of me.
Hmm. Maria Sanchez is asking, and also Paris is asking too. But let's see. Let me go back to the question here. Maria says, "Do they look like fairies or elves?" And Paris is saying, "Did April see the pictures too?" Did April see the
No, they
photos?
look like. Eh?
Did April see the photos that you're showing?
No, April didn't see the photos yet. I didn't
Okay.
tell her, but I sent her a
Okay.
copy.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely will.
But yeah,
Um,
but I know what the fairies will look like, but they said they're not fairies. But I do get fairies now and then, but they said they're
mhm.
from um, like ET from outer space. But they're good
Yeah.
people. They know
Hey,
April.
Brandon.
They know you. They know everyone.
They know you. So let me, now you just said something that catches my attention too. So how do they know me? How do these little space people know me?
Because they've been watching your life.
They have been watching my live.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
why you've been getting interference in your life now and then, like strange things happening. They're trying to
Yeah, strange.
communicate with you.
The space people, these space people are trying to communicate with me on my live, and that's why I get
Yeah, that's why
interference
they
sometimes.
interfere. That's why interfere tap-ins and other things like that. They
Yeah.
trying to get your attention,
Oh,
and
they get my
that's why they
attention.
told me. That's why they told me to take a picture to tell them they hear to show them they are real. You know,
So let me ask you a question. Lee Deidre says they do have direct connection with us. Messages, absolutely true.
yes,
So
they've been watching
I
your life.
they're watching my live. So now that I know that these particular space people are watching my live, why do they want? I kind of understand why. I'm going to ask the question. Why do they want to get my attention? Have they told you?
I don't know. Maybe they're afraid of at the moment to come on live TikTok, but they're trying to do by bit, to show you the photo. That's the next step. But next step
Hmm.
will be for real. They'll come to talk to you, real life
They,
on TikTok.
so they want to eventually. They've told you they want to eventually come on the show and talk to me. The space people that you're communicating with.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
I
mean,
know
they
if they,
they will pop in without they'll pop in like as a human form, but you won't
okay,
know who they
I
are.
won't
But
know
the
that.
problem is that they will they want me to show the photos.
Hmm.
That's what's going to happen.
Okay, and how are they going to when they come and show themselves on human form?
Well,
Um,
they
are they going to be in the Philippines with you physically on your camera? How are they going to do this?
I don't know. I think they might do it when I'm in Philippines or to be to show people, or I'll ask them again.
Yeah, if you can. No, I
Yeah.
know. I know. For the last 3 years on my show, I've had strange things happen,
Yeah.
and
But
anyone who's followed me.
they said to me that not many people will believe, but they said to
Hmm.
me, take a photo and put a
Take a
circle,
photo.
and then
Hmm.
people will believe. They said not many will believe. They think we're crazy,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
I'm crazy, but I'm not. But this
No,
is
you're not
for
crazy.
real. Nah,
So have
but
they?
I wouldn't
Now,
be doing this for nothing, or for joke. I wouldn't be doing that. This is for
no, no,
real. Um,
no. I believe you. Hey, look,
Yeah,
you've watched
but
my
at first
show.
I didn't
You,
know who they are, but they explained to me who they are, in a
hmm
gentle voice and
yeah.
not deep voice, or, in gentle way. They just tell me, you have to
Hmm.
share this to Commander. And I
Hmm.
said, okay, I will. I said, I'll get his attention.
Hmm. Believe me, you know, people who've watched me, people that have watched all my shows, you know that things have happened on my show. And how many people have watched me since the last 3 years know that things have happened on the show that are out of this world that I have no control of? How many people? Those of you who've been here a long time, you know, right? I There's things that have happened on this show. I don't use fake trickery here. I don't touch anything on my phone. You know things have happened on this show. Things I can't explain. I can't.
Yeah.
You paranormal knows this. Now, did they say when they're going? Now, again, they don't. don't operate in the way we do. On Earth, we operate in time. We have, it's 5 o'clock. I got to get ready for dinner. It's 7 o'clock. I got to go out and get in the car, go to work or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
on my app, I'm not going to mention the app. It has come on its own and said things. It just starts coming on its own.
They
Okay.
can, because what they said, Commander, they can turn themselves like a human form, or,
Yes.
or they can be small. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they can change,
Mm-hmm.
transform, and they decided to come small. So I
Okay.
don't freak out.
Yeah, and I don't think our audience is going to be freaked out when they decide to become looking appearance of human. When I want you to find out from them when they want to become live on here. Tell them they're welcome to come. They're probably listening to me right now. So
Yeah, they
ask
are.
them.
They always
They're listening
they've
to
been
my show.
listening to April use, and they tell me they know you very well. They know your father. They
They know
know
my father.
every part of you. They've been watching your life. That's why you've been given too much interference in your phone and signal.
Hmm. Do they know when they want to do this?
They want to show themselves they are real people, and no, they
Mm-hmm.
are there. They're not there to scare you and all that. They want
Well, it happened
TikTok
on.
to. They want
Well.
TikTok to you know
Mm-hmm.
how you put it, like people on TikTok not to be scared and
Yeah, they
all
want
that.
people. Well, this
They
is
got to
this
have
is
mind opening.
right. I was brought to TikTok by friends that my daughter got me on TikTok. She told me about TikTok, and I had no idea. I knew it existed. I never thought it'd be here. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been on here to do what I'm doing for 3 years. So they are. So last night we had Witchy Boo on our show, and at one point she disappeared. We were talking about something really intense regarding the space people, and then I brought her back up, and she didn't touch anything on her phone. She was gone. So when you say interference on the phone,
Like people getting kicked out
disconnected.
on
Yeah.
your
Are they, are they doing
live.
that? Are they doing that to get my attention?
Yes.
They are.
Yep.
Well, they get my attention.
They
Believe me.
explained to me. They explained to me. What to say and what to share, like
Hmm.
to you to explain to you, and they that's why you're getting interference on your
Dude, let me ask you a
life.
question. Yeah, someone mentioned it, and I think it's really true. Um, Mike Masters mentioned it. Now, there are people in the last few weeks that I didn't even bring up on the live. I usually will, invite somebody on. I physically will bring them up. Are they bringing people up on the live they want me to talk to?
Yes,
They
that
are.
yeah, I think they said to me, you'll get someone, I don't know when, that will come in as a human being, that like and you might think they are humans or like us. You
Hmm.
won't know who you're talking to,
Yeah. Now,
but
when
I
you when
don't
you
know how they're going to do it.
so if they're gonna come up in TikTok on a live on TikTok and do it through TikTok, they're gonna have to have a cell phone to do it, or maybe they're going to have some way on their ship to come on TikTok and be a guest and talk and look human. Correct?
Yeah, yeah, they can transfer as a human being, and like us, without you knowing.
So how are they
And they
going?
have been doing that so far. They've been doing that.
Yeah,
That's why they've been appearing to TikTok, because if
yeah,
they appear to your live, then you get signal interference because it's so powerful.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Because
So
it will affect everyone's electronics.
I know they
Because
do.
yeah,
So yeah, when they do come close to the show, it does affect everybody's electronics. It does.
yep,
I know that for a fact. Yeah,
everything.
it does. Um, when they come live, though, the day or the night, well, I'm on at 11 o'clock Eastern. So again, understand the space beings, they don't operate in time. If they're watching me now, um, which I believe to be true, how are they going to physically come on and be on the camera? Have they told you anything, or can you find that out?
I will find out, but they
Yeah,
want to
find that out.
come and show themselves on live TikTok.
Really,
Maybe if I go live, they'll do it that way. I don't know. I have to ask them what
it might
ways
be through
they'll be.
your. It might, yeah, it could be through your camera out there.
Yeah, yeah. Because they
Yeah,
haven't got
no,
a phone like us.
well, I know if they come on live, there's going to be a lot of energy being transmitted through my TikTok,
Yeah,
and if
that's
they,
why we can interfere. That's why I had interference not long ago, because they
mm-hmm.
can hear what I'm saying. They just let me know they're hearing and we're sharing it live. That's why you
So
couldn't hear me before. That's why
yeah,
too much interference.
so I'm almost tempted to do an experiment here, and knowing in my thoughts what I'm thinking, should I do this experiment? And as we're talking, I'm thinking about this because they're watching me right now. I'm thinking of doing something here, and I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm going to go somewhere where I haven't gone. I'm about to go somewhere. So I want you to stay here. So I want them to communicate somehow right now
Yeah.
through the program. I want them to communicate right now. I'm Commander Alion. I want them to communicate right now through the program and understand that they are welcome. They are welcome to join us. If they could do something to let people know what's going on, I want them to feel comfortable. And whether it's through Paranormal's phone system, however you want to do it, you're welcome to speak or say something or do something that will get the attention of my audience around the world. So I'm going there. I've gone there. I can't go back. I'm now going there. I've just gone there. So I don't. I'm not. This is an experiment. I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no
They
idea.
know that you have dreams at night. They know you've been having dreams a lot.
I don't remember my dreams. I don't always remember my dreams. Some people do. I just don't always remember my dreams. You know, I'm hoping to remember more of my dreams. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's right, Thomas. It's your experiences. For me, it's my experiences. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they got
So
different language. Like I spoke to them in
yeah,
different language, and I don't know how I did it, but I
yeah.
did.
Sananda is Sanders is saying our mothership is approaching. Um, on the same way, Freedom, the same way. Yeah. Me neither. Melody says, yeah.
Mm.
So there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm actually letting them know that if they wish to communicate here, I don't know how they're going to do it or whatever, but they're, these little space people, if they want to communicate with us right now, um, maybe they have their own way of doing it, maybe there's a way maybe it won't happen tonight. I don't know. But if they're planning to communicate and they want to come on the show, maybe Paranormal, they have their own timeline. They don't
Yeah,
operate in
yeah,
time. So what I need you to do is find out when they want to come on the show, these space people,
yeah, I
and we'll
will.
have them on the show. I don't know how they're going to do a phone or whether they're going to interfere with voice communications. I have no idea. I
Mm.
have no idea.
Because they do interfere my phone a lot and
Yeah, they
turning
do.
my sound down
Mm-hmm.
and people's like my TikTok freezes up and things, strange things been happening.
Oh, interesting. So maybe
Yeah. But that's what I thought. I thought to myself, and I thought if I share it to people, people might think I'm crazy. But
you're not
that's why,
crazy. Yeah.
and they said to me, don't worry what people think. Just share that to them.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to worry about what people think. You're a good
Yeah.
person, and you shouldn't have to
Yeah.
worry about that.
At first I thought they were fairies, but I asked them. They said no, they're not fairies.
Yeah,
I can tell
you see.
what fairies look like, but they got big eyes and black, and sometimes they come in different colors.
Uh,
E.T.
uh, Deidre said my car radio just got single. Deidre, let's see here. Can I bring Deidre up? She just said something happened. Can you come up? I think it's little Deidre. She said my car radio just got a single. So as we're talking about this, anything else? Is anybody out there? Anybody out there? Anything happening out there while we're talking about this? Anybody?
They are there
You heard
listening.
you
That's
heard their
why.
hen. He's got chickens and hens on the farm there. Oh, they always do. So Deidre says she always get messages. It's not so she gets messages through her radio. Okay.
Yep, that's what they can do too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could.
See, that's why they're showing them. That's why they are willed. They're doing that to show on your life they can interfere your car or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's
Well,
why.
I know.
That's one way you got the message across, because they are real people. They're not there to scare people. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, they've affected
But they,
my.
because it's so powerful, it does interfere your signals or anything.
Yeah. No, in the last three
Even
years,
your TV sets.
or TV sets. Yeah. Not with the TVs, but when I do my lives here, as people know, and they've been all my lives are recorded, most 95% of them. On some shows, you'll see on my YouTube channel, Ask Command Spaceship News. Ask Command Spaceship News is my main YouTube channel. All my shows are on there. On some of the shows, you will see in the past where there was interference, where something happened. I had nothing to do with it, and it's all documented. And it has definitely happened on my show.
Yeah. That's why I
Wow.
asked them why they chose me, but not everyone else. But they said to me, they just decided to choose me, and they said to me, because they know me since I was a child.
Yeah. Well, you have a connection to them, you see.
Yeah,
It's
I
not so
have
much
connection.
you
Yeah,
have a connection, you see. We all have a connection. And my YouTube channel, by the way, is in my bio. So if you're not following me, please press the red follow button before you go tonight. And also go to my link. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ashtar Command Spaceship News. I have a lot of my show on there for people to watch. A lot of interviews, a lot of interesting discussions. And I've had everything from abductees to people with top security clearance on encounters. A lot of people. So you'll want to go there to check it out for sure. Paranormal, thank you, man, for being up here. I'm so glad I brought you up here, brother.
yeah. I will if they do appear tonight, I will let you know.
Yeah, well, definitely ask them when they want to come on the show.
Oh yeah,
And
I'll let you
as
know,
soon as you know,
and then they might allow me to take more pictures again.
yeah, definitely do. I'm going to check your page out. I know you. I'll check your page out and try to
Yeah.
enlarge the
I put
photos
it
so I
on
can
my
see better.
video TikTok to I showed to everyone on my video TikTok
Oh, good.
yesterday.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll definitely look at the video footage on and I'll look at the pictures too. I want to
Yeah,
thank Paranormal. He's a friend of mine from the Philippines. He's got a farm. He's got chickens, as you know, roosters, and all kinds of stuff going on there. Hey, Paranormal, keep in touch as soon as you have information as to when they want to do this.
yeah,
We'll bring them on. If they tell me when
yeah,
they want to come on Earth time, it's 11 o'clock on Earth time. If they're going to be coming through your camera, that's fine. However they want to do it, we'll do
yeah.
it.
But if you get interference on your phone, don't worry, because they dare to listen. That's how they listen to your conversation, because they will interfere.
Yeah. So they listen to the show all the time, correct?
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
people getting problems with their interfering. Like when I'm tap, it doesn't show on your screen.
Mm-hmm.
It won't allow
Mm-hmm.
me to tap.
Yeah. Wow.
So if you see
Amazing.
anything strange, then anything strange on your show, then that's them.
Okay. I totally believe what you're saying. And this is amazing. Very, very amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hey,
Yeah.
Paranormal, I can't wait to hear the response they give you about coming on the show when they want to do it. And I
Yeah.
told them that the commander will make it, if they want to come through on the phone physically, they can do that, and we'll make them feel comfortable if they decide to, if they're going to come physically already and make themselves physically little, and they're right there with you on
Yep.
that, and they are physically already there. So if they can leave and come here like out of this frequency. They must go through a
Yeah.
rift and then come back through the trees as a little person. They want to come through your camera live. Work that out with
Yeah.
them, and we'll bring them on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll leave that
But
up
they
to you.
might, like they said, they might. Some people might think it's fairies, but no, they're not fairies.
Okay. To make clarification, so they're not fairies; they're space people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Even if they turn themselves as small or big or
Mm-hmm.
transform any shape.
Okay. I am really. I'm looking forward to this, but I'm going to leave it up to you to
Yeah. And
facilitate.
also, Commander, when I was in Mary's life, Mary didn't know that I screenshot it. It was a Bigfoot. I screenshot. Did she share that to you?
I don't know that I've seen the Bigfoot. No, I think she did. Oh,
Yeah,
she did
I,
show the
I
Bigfoot.
screenshot it when I was on her live and no one noticed it.
I did see it. I did. No, I saw the Bigfoot. She shared it. I saw it the other night when
Yeah,
she's on here.
yeah. I screenshot it in her live and I show her that and I said, did you know there's a big creature next to you? And she said, no. And I said, why did people in TikTok didn't know us about it?
Oh yeah, we had her on it. Mary showed it on here on Encounters. We did see it,
Yeah,
and it was very distinct. You can see the form and everything.
yeah.
Very
I don't want
distinct.
to screenshot it and I sent it to Mary.
Yeah. No, it was a very good picture too.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, brother.
thank you for having me in the show
Oh,
um
always.
and I will get back to you if I find any more, information about it or
Yeah.
if they do appear to me again, then I'll be waiting for them.
I know you will. You have a good soul, man. You'll make the contact, and
Yeah,
we'll bring them on whenever let me know when they want to. If you want to message me, tell me what night they're going to come on. They want to physically be on the screen, and we'll
yeah,
have these space people on the show. Probably they'll be in the Philippines and they'll come on your phone. Maybe I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
Well, they'll probably do it that way. And again, I'm only thinking because you're in the Philippines and they're communicating and they're letting you take pictures. It sounds
yeah,
like they would be more comfortable coming on your phone,
yeah.
looking in the human form as a larger human, since they can shift their size. I
But they
think
don't
that
want to.
probably
They want to come in. They're not want to scare people or
they don't
freak
want to scare
people
people.
out.
Okay. Well, I'm sure there'll be people here will not be scared.
Yeah.
I don't think people on
Anyone
the
wants
show
to
will be scared.
screenshot it.
Yeah. All right, paranormal. Thank you, man. You've
Uh,
been a lot of good information here and
yeah.
very interesting. Very interesting.
You can
Amazing.
put it on YouTube too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, this show is going to be on YouTube. We'll download the show by tomorrow,
Yeah.
and so people can rewatch the show
Yeah.
that we had with the interview with you and the stuff we did earlier.
Yeah.
You
Thank you
know.
for inviting me. You're doing a great job, Commander, and keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, paranormal. I've known you for a while,
Yeah.
so we'll let you down in the Philippines, and we're going to do
Yeah.
it right here. We're at about 12:59, almost 1 a.m. on the East Coast. So now we know that. Well, the space people have always watched. The Ashtar Command watches the show, and these other space beings have been watching the show, evidently too. Uh, so hey, look, if they want to come in the physically in the Philippines, if they want to come on the show and show themselves physically through the screen, they'll have to work that out with paranormal. you know, they'll work that out. You know, they'll work that out. Oh, okay. So they'll definitely work that out. It's been happening. It's been happening for a long time. Oh, Sananda, thank you. I'll have to take a look at that. Are you sending them through my email, Sananda? I think Isa Sanders. If you're sending it to my email, I'll definitely look at it. And just to let people know a little bit about me, I don't come from here. Oh, there's Neon. I want to bring Neon up here. Neon, I got to bring Neon up here. Neon, I just pressed the button. I'm bringing Neon up here. Neon, I hope you can come up here. Good, good, good. My friend Neon, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm pretty sure. Hey, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
Trying to make the camera work. Give me a second here. Why is it not going? I don't know how to do this.
Well, the camera won't work yet because you need to get up to, I think, 300. Everybody follow Neon.
Oh,
Let's see if
okay.
we can do this.
I barely know how TikTok works.
Oh, I'm gonna help you. I'm good. I've been.
Yeah, I'm retarded. Like, I'm not really retarded. I'm autistic.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. So
I barely know how this works. Like, people have to like help me. Like, okay, I didn't even know how to block people. My friend Steve had to tell me how to block people because like creepy weirdos were messaging me.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. So I had to ask him, hey, how do I block people? Because I'm getting messages from creepy people and I don't know how to block them. Yeah. So like, I didn't even know how to block people on here.
So everybody follow Neon.
Hi, everybody.
and Neon, you'll get we'll help you out.
Okay.
I've been doing this for 3 years, so I'm very good at helping new people out. So tell us a little. We've messaged each other and some interesting things. Neon has got some really interesting contacts. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about what's going on and who you know or who your friends know who are very well known now in the field of this UFO stuff. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Well, let me see here. Okay, so my friend Kyle, who I met recently, I actually met him in this astronomy group on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And he works at one of the facilities over in Florida. One of the
a NASA facility, government facility?
That's Space Force.
Oh, Space Force facility.
Yes,
okay.
yes. I have photos of the big satellite dish that he works at, the facility. I think it's like Eklund, something like that. The big satellite dish thing, it's like 6.5 stories tall, whatever. I got photos of it. He sent me photos. He was at work last night and was like sending me videos of like the inside of like all the computer components and like really old stuff, like dating back to like the 60s and stuff, what it looks like. Stuff that's supposed to like track Russian missiles and things, right. Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, so like, I don't know, did you have a chance to watch his YouTube video that I sent you?
Not yet. I will definitely get there. I don't.
Okay.
You gave me the link. I have to definitely look at it.
Give me 1 second. Let me mute my notifications because people are like messaging me and it's like making you cut out. So give me 1 second.
Oh, really? Okay. No problem.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. All right. Sorry. I was getting text messages from like some other friends. So okay. There we go. It's fine. Okay. All right. So. Where was I? Okay, so he works at that place, right? Okay, so basically, he contacted me. I did not, like, ask any questions or whatever. He basically just told me this stuff, and then I asked some other stuff, and he told me some more things. He was in the military first. And then after the military, went to work for like Lockheed and stuff like that. Told me a couple of years ago, I think it was, something like that. Well, while he was under contract with Lockheed, he saw one of the big triangles. With the 3-point lights. The thing basically I've been getting photos of, the thing that's been over my house for 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
It comes and goes in different spots. It never leaves. I don't know if it's here in the daytime. It probably is. I don't know. I haven't seen it in the day, but I'm assuming it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, it's been over my house for like 3 weeks. And my mom, she came outside last night and I'm like, look, there it is again. And she's staring at it for a little bit with me. And all of a sudden she goes, did that just move? And I said, yeah, it's been doing that. And I was filming it while she's watching it. And I didn't post last night's video yet.
Yeah.
Because I've been sidetracked, like trying to get back to a bunch of messages with like a bunch of stuff that's going on, and like just I don't know. I try to multitask, and it's kind of hard with my autism.
Okay.
So
I gotcha.
I'm sure you can understand. I'm sure a lot of people in the chat can understand about that.
And you were also talking about the other well-known people that we've seen who were some of the whistleblowers that came forward. Tell our audience about
Okay, so my friend knows Lou Elizondo. They actually text back and forth a lot and stuff like that. And he's also friends with Tom DeLonge. So I don't know if you guys know who Tom DeLonge is, the guy from Blink-182 who actually kind of blew the lid off this whole thing a few years back with the UAP things, because he found all that stuff online and stuff like that. So yeah, he knows them. And you know, so yeah, I mean, I've been following close attention to this. I'm in contact with some people on here too. Like, I don't know if you guys follow the channel Cult.308, but I'm in contact with him. Actually, I am working with him right now. If you guys want to go to globaluaptaskforce.org, we're trying to like organize stuff to, you know, basically investigate and like get disclosure, because the government's lying.
Right.
You know, they don't want people to know. They don't want people to know that they exist, you know. The space family exists, and the UFOs are real, and the government doesn't want people to know. And so, I'm just like, I'm not government. I was supposed to go into the Marine Corps, but I got very, very sick. I ended up with fibromyalgia, migraines, uterine fibroid tumors. I got too sick to go into the Marine Corps.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I come from a military family. I was married to a Marine for briefly, Marine Corps sniper, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are active duty and also veterans as well. So it's like, and they've told me some stuff, you know. My uncle briefly, when I was a child, didn't tell me about this, told my mom about it. My uncle did some work with NASA, doing experimental work with clouds and things like that. And my uncle is an astrophysicist. I don't know. You guys can probably research him. John Carr, Carr.
Why does that name seem familiar to me? I'll have to do that.
Yeah, that's my uncle. So,
so some people are asking about the ship that's above your location.
Yeah, what's up?
They want to know, I want to know too, the ship that's above your location, are you getting any communications from them?
Actually, a couple nights ago, I told Mary and Ray about this too. We had somebody listening at the window that ran away as soon as your live ended.
Really?
Yep. I went outside, go look, couldn't find anybody. I searched our property, front and back, and I searched both neighbors. We do not live in the middle of nowhere. We live in a suburban city.
Suburban city. So
yes.
When I was...
And this is the thing. I'm 20 miles from the ocean. I'm 40 miles from the mountains.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. So
yes.
I didn't even know this. When I was live, because you were watching my show the other night, you're saying there was a being at your window, and then when I went off the live, they left.
Yep. Heard him run away. Well, I don't know if it was a him. Could have been a her. I don't know the gender of what they were, because I did not see them, but I knew they were
No.
there because we heard them. We have an avocado tree right outside where the window is, like, you know, and like there's dead leaves on the ground, you know, because the tree, and we heard them run. Like, we heard, like, you know, the sound of when you can hear if something has its hand up by the window and then
Right.
it, like, leaves and then runs through dead leaves? That's exactly what it sounded like.
So
Now,
this,
if it had been a human being, obviously I would have seen their face
yeah,
and
right,
everything, and they would have been illuminated by the porch light.
yeah, right. But
I saw
they,
absolutely nothing.
yeah, and that's okay. So this is another thing. I
Yeah.
mean,
Also, we've been
you
getting things jumping on the roof and
jumping
making
on the
noises.
roof.
I know what raccoons sound like. I know what possums sound like. I know what the cats sound like when they fight. I'm extremely familiar with all types of wildlife and stuff like that because I went to Discovery Science Camp when I was a child. I've done lots of like studying of all kinds of animals and stuff like that because I was a very like lonely kid. I didn't have a lot of friends because of my weird behaviors.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
books were my friends. Science was my
yeah,
friend.
yeah, yeah.
So
No, I just find it interesting. I find it interesting. I'm going to keep you. I know you the way your mind's working, but this being is there during my live. And they leave when my live is over. So I'm not getting indications to who they are, but obviously I do have one indication to share with you
yeah.
that they are definitely not from this world. They were definitely an
Oh yeah,
outer
I know.
space type thing.
I know it
Yeah.
wasn't a person. I know it wasn't a
Yeah.
human being, and I know it
Yeah.
wasn't an animal because an animal's not going to stand out the window and listen to something. And I
Yeah,
know
that's
my
interesting.
neighbors aren't going to do that because my neighbors are a bunch of drunk idiots that like to hang out in their
Yeah.
front yard, drink beer, and be loud and you know. They
well,
stay
yeah,
over
we
there
don't
in
wanna-
their front yard.
We'll be careful.
They don't
We'll be
come
careful
over
of that.
here. They
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a weirdo with a mohawk. They leave me
No,
alone.
no worries. So your friend that has the connection with these other known people, as you said earlier.
Yeah, his
does your
name's Kyle.
friend Kyle, does he have TikTok?
Yeah, my government buddy.
Your government buddy, does he have TikTok?
Uh-huh. Oh,
He
my
does.
mom just came in.
Oh,
Hello.
hi.
I'm on with the commander right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hey, Mom,
He says hello.
Hello, Commander.
how are you?
Yeah, she listens all the time with me, so
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So, does your friend Kyle have ability to get on TikTok?
no, he does not have a TikTok account.
Okay.
No,
I was
sir.
gonna say if we get him on here once. I think it's coming back to Apple. I just heard the application. The app is not on Google or Apple.
But you
it's
can give me your
coming-
email address if you want to message me, and I can have him get in contact with you
Yeah. Have him
if
get
you
in
would
touch
like to
with me.
talk to him.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to him. Yeah.
Yeah. Message me email address in DM, and
I'll
I
message
can
you
pass
in
it to
DM.
him.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to
Yeah,
talk
for sure.
more.
And
I
also,
want
there's
to-
been like since I was a little kid, you know, I've actually had face-to-face contact.
So tell me about that.
Oh, you're gonna like this.
Yeah, tell
So
me about your contact.
they came to play with me like every night when I couldn't sleep. Yeah. So they would like remember Star Trek with William Shatner, how they would like shimmer in when they needed to like transport wherever. Okay, so this is how these little guys would show up, just like sparkle in. So they'd come play with me. They were really interested in like my toys and books and puzzles and things, you know, because I liked to learn and stuff when I was a kid. My grandparents and my mom and my great grandparents, they all wanted to make sure that I had an advantage over other kids, like intelligence wise, before I got into school, you know.
Right.
So I had toys that weren't just toys, they were toys that would help like expand your mind.
Stimulate your.
Yeah, stimulate my mind, like my mom's saying, because she's right here, you know. So,
Yeah.
and my mom knows about these guys because I told her when I was a little kid, I told her about them, and she didn't think I was making it up, and she knows about it too. I told her again as an adult. Okay, so they would come in and they would visit me all the time, and this wasn't just like once or twice. This was like
Yeah.
all the time for like a few years, and so, and I told Mary and Ray what they look like. And I've also told a few other people what they look like. And see, until I told Mary and Ray and a couple of the people about this, I sat on this for a couple decades. I didn't tell anybody because I thought people might think I'm nuts and try to put me in the mental hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already been there a couple times for other reasons that I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, we don't
So
have
I
to get
don't
into that.
ever want to go there again. You know, so I didn't tell anybody about these guys. So, and now that talking to other people about it, the things that came to visit me, I think were the children of adults of other things. Because the ones that
when you
came to
say-
see me, okay, I'll tell you what they look like. They were like around 2 feet tall,
Mhm.
and they had bluish to purple skin, but they could
Bluish to
color
purple.
shift like octopuses, okay? And
Uh-huh.
their eyes, they weren't black. They were like a bluey, sparkly, okay?
A blue eye.
Like a
okay.
blue sparkly. They had like sparkly eyes. And their skin
Blue
was like a
sparkly
bluish
eyes.
purple. They did not
Yeah.
look like grays at all, because grays are
Okay.
scary. These guys were not scary. They were cute. They kind of look like
Did they look like
I don't know
Let
if you
me-
cross
let
a
me show you that.
frog and a lizard and like a bug all together, but
Oh,
they
really?
were cute.
Okay.
And then
Huh.
I told this lady I met a few weeks ago, Regina, I told her about them. I described them exactly to her. She said her daughter, when they lived in Alaska, used to play with these guys. Said they were her
Huh.
cousins. Told me
Hmm.
her father's worked with these beings, but much taller.
Yeah.
And then she told me what they were. She told me
Yeah.
that they're Syrian.
Oh, these are Syrians.
That's what she told me.
Okay.
I've been trying to find out for over 30 years who these guys were.
Mm-hmm.
They told me because, see, I was like 6. They told me to call them gimmicks. Because I was a little kid. I didn't know what to call them, right? But they
So
were super
they get-
friendly. They were super
Yeah.
friendly. I didn't feel any negative energy from them at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was never scared. And they didn't wear any clothes. See, that's an important thing too, because you know some beings, they come in, they have like some kind of clothes on. These guys
They
were
were-
naked, but they didn't have like genitals or anything.
Let's say they're not like, so some space people, the Astro Command people all wear clothes. They all wear spacesuits or what have you. So these particular beings don't wear any spacesuits.
Yeah, but they were small, so they might have been like the kids.
Children or something, yeah.
It could be. It could be.
Because when I was telling my friend Regina about them, she said the ones her father worked with looked exactly like the ones I described to her, but they were like my height. I'm 5'8",
Your height.
so
So
they
when
were
you
like
met them-
between my height and like 6'2", 6'3".
Right. So okay. So they were from your height.
But
to
those
6
ones wore clothes.
He's trying to.
Right. So let me try to respond to you.
Okay,
So
I'm
the
sorry.
ones that were 6'2", 6'3", that were wearing clothes were probably the parents of the little ones.
Yeah, that's what she told me.
So that's why the little ones didn't have any clothes on, because for whatever reason
Yeah.
they didn't. But the parents, they actually have clothes. That's interesting. So they do wear clothes, the adults, but the kids, you know, when you have a baby, a human baby, sometimes
Yeah.
parents let their little human babies run around naked in their home.
Oh yeah, my
Depends
little
on the
brother, he
lifestyle.
hated wearing clothes. He used to take his clothes off all the time and run around naked.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, but the parents, you know, parents typically do not run around naked. So these
Oh, yeah, I know.
these space beings that were the adults that were 6'2", are wearing clothes because as these little kids get older, they will actually probably wear clothes. But that's not the essence of the story. The fact is that the adults that were 6'2", what did they look like?
She said they looked exactly the way I described the little ones with the bluish purple skin. They could like color shift, like camouflage, like octopuses. They had the sparkly eyes, and they looked kind of like frog lizard things, but they weren't
Okay.
scary. They were cute.
Huh.
They weren't scary
Okay.
looking. They
That's interesting.
didn't look like your draconian reptilian thing either.
Okay, so they were very different.
Like I'm saying, these
Alright.
were more like amphibious looking
okay,
and like cute.
That's different
Not scary.
and cute. Okay.
Yeah, not scary
interesting.
at all.
I'm gonna have to meditate on that a little bit and
Like,
understand it more.
I don't have these toys anymore, but okay, I used to have these. What the heck were those toys, those block things called, Mom? Do you remember?
The blocks.
I had these like
I don't-
Lego
I don't know.
things that I actually made
I don't remember.
a little like replica of what the little dudes looked like once for my mom,
the-
so I could show
So,
her.
Neon.
Yeah.
So one of my viewers is saying, Deidre says,
What's
did they have almond shaped eyes, or were like almond looking eyes? Are
Kinda, but they were like big. Like, you know, kind of like how a frog has big eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that they look like a salamander, like look galactically speaking. One of my other blessed moms asking that question.
Maybe, because like a frog kind of looks like a salamander. Like I said, it was like a frog
Yeah.
lizard
Yeah.
thing. Like,
Mhm,
you know, I mean, they were cute. Like, they weren't scary,
They're-
you know?
Yeah, well, I believe you. They were cute and they weren't scary. Okay. So it's possible they were a species that come from the Sirius B star system.
Yeah, that's what she told me.
Okay. Okay. And the Sirius B star system, there's a lot of different types of space beings. So
Really?
they look like this. There are other Syrians that look more human, but these
Oh.
Syrians look different. But they were like you say, purple, blue, and their colors, their eyes were sparkly, like a sparkly
Yeah.
color. Correct. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to do some research here.
Okay.
Well, it's getting to about 1:21 in the morning on the East Coast. You're
Yeah, I'm so
Alaska's-
sorry for being late.
No problem. No problem. You don't be sorry. I can't message me. We're gonna try to reach some of these people.
Okay.
And I will definitely contact your friend and try to facilitate some stuff with these people.
Okay.
And
I
try
mean,
to somehow
I-
get them on the show.
I have some more information if you want to bring me back on, like tomorrow or later on
Yeah.
in the week
Oh,
too.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
bring you on like earlier in the evening, and I
Okay,
want to hear the
yeah.
other.
Like, apologies for being late again.
Oh,
you know,
no
I got
worries.
caught up
No,
handling some
so-
things around the house. So,
And we definitely want to hear the other information you have. Our audience will want to hear it, so we'll bring. You up
for
tomorrow
sure,
night,
and
And you can share the information for sure.
oh yeah, no problem. You
Neil.
guys are welcome.
And you have now, let's see, you've got 111 followers. So we need to get you another 200.
Hooray!
Once you get 200 more, once you get up to 200 more followers, you'll be able to come on live on screen.
Oh, okay, cool.
So when we have you on again, if we get everybody to follow her right now, she's got 114 followers. We have almost 300 people here now. If everybody will follow her, I can probably get her on screen tomorrow night. So go to Neon, her profile, follow, and hopefully she'll have enough followers to come on screen. So we'd like to kind of help people. Thanks, Neon, and Neon's mom. Thanks for being there.
You're welcome. And
All
I'll
right,
follow
and,
you guys back. That all give me a follow as soon as I get
Yeah.
off of here.
Good,
For
good,
sure,
good.
for
That's a
sure.
good
Thank you
thing.
so much. I appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thanks for talking to me and listening to what I have to say. You know,
Yeah,
Glad
I would have
somebody
gotten you on earlier.
wanted to listen.
No, we're glad you came up. You got a lot of energy, and I understand where you're coming
Thank
from.
you.
So we'll definitely have you back on for sure.
awesome.
All right. Very
Thanks a
good.
lot.
Very good. All right, you're very welcome. Let's bring Neon down. This is going to kind of end the show for tonight. I'm going to have to wait till I hear from TikTok about the video thing. I'll have to check my email. Hopefully, TikTok will get back to me and tell me that they're not going to continually. You know, I think when I show video footage, I probably just should show the video footage and without having any TikTok name on it. That might be another option. So thank you, everybody, for being here. This is Encounters. We appreciate everybody. We usually have, I had actually over 400 people earlier. After I showed the video, my numbers went down to about 300 and under 300. And we got a kitty that's here. So we're going to catch you all tomorrow night, 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, for another edition of Encounters. And we'll hopefully show you some more. Thank you, Plato. Hopefully show you another video. I do want to show this video from Turkey, and hopefully we'll be able to show you that tomorrow night. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good night, and have a good Monday. We'll catch you later. This has been Encounters.